Hi everybody, Chris Nix here with Soulful Aligned Entrepreneur and the Uniqueness Factor. And so July is my birthday month. And I have this little ritual that I do every July. It's halfway through the year, so it might not be your birthday month, but I find that it's very helpful to sit down and go through all of your intentions and goals you set back in January, where everything feels fresh and brand new and you're ready to start the year and you have big goals for yourself, right? But we learn a lot along the way from January to July through December, right? All year we learn a lot. Things change, our goals become clearer, or things don't feel right anymore. And so my process is to actually pull out my intentions. I have them written in a notebook, as well as the goals I'd like to set, both number wise, which are very tangible, versus more abstract goals like getting more involved in things, or not getting so involved in things, right? So go ahead and sit down and go through what you set intention wise for January. Where were your New Year's resolutions? What did you tell others you were going to do this year? And then sit down and say, okay, so if this is where, make sure that they feel right. So it's taking a deep breath and shifting down, sitting in your heart space and asking yourself, does this still feel in alignment with me or not? And then if it doesn't, mark it out and check in and see again what does feel in alignment. Maybe you need to brain dump or brainstorm a bunch of things you'd like to create in the fall, or maybe like one big thing. Like for me, I want to have a retreat in October that begins a mastermind group that carries through the next 6 months after that. That's a pretty big deal. And so I really need 2 months to start planning it, but also maybe even 3 to start planning it and get it to a point where I can really promote it. So that has shifted because I didn't have that back in January. So it's like, what do you really want to do? Get it concise, get it simple, get it to the point. You might have one really big goal, or maybe a big goal broken into little pieces, and start reverse engineering it so that now is the time to start actually making a plan and putting that plan in place. So when like Mercury retrograde comes up or anything else, life hiccups come up, you can handle things with grace and ease and shift so that you're still in the flow of things and adjust, but still have that intention so that it does come about. And it might come about faster than you intended, just because you're in that flow. You have it in the back of your mind, this is what I want to create. However, you're focused on the day-to-day tasks that actually get you there. So Christy Nix, the Soulful Aligned Entrepreneur, I would love to know if you do this process, if you look at your July and say, hey, what do I want to create in the fall? Almost like your new January. And if not, is it something that you're open to do? Is it something that you might have walked through the process and you're like, oh my gosh, I totally don't need half this stuff. And clearing out your plate always makes room for new stuff. So, let go and let it flow. So Christy Nix, the Soulful Aligned Entrepreneur, let me know how it goes. And I'd love to see your comments in the bottom. Take care.